Hey friends, it's Jill, and this is Floozie Crafts. How are you guys doing? I've got my coffee this morning. My name is Jill and I am the Floozie. I have something very special for you today. Usually when people do craft room tours and things like that, they don't do real often. They don't do a update. And I thought I would show you what the she shed is looking like now. So I hope you enjoy this little walkthrough, and then I'll see you back here in a little while. I have my coffee, I have my water, which has a little bit of lemonade in it. I have my whips and my projects and all the things, and then I also have a package to open with you. So come on back and let's see what I got. Hello, guys. Zerbs is here. He's over there working on his feet, I think. Usually he's got a bone. He got a new toy when I went out last week sometime, and it's a unique thing where you can untwist it and then you can put these little discs on there and then you twist it back, and he has to work at getting those off. I thought those would be a novel thing that would keep him busy for a little while. Yeah, no. Nope. So welcome back. This is my podcast where I will be showing you my whips, my projects I'm working on, the things that I have finished, if anything. All the links to anything that I show you will always be linked down below. If for some reason I forget, then I will leave my email right here for you. You can always email me and ask me questions. I also ask that anyone that is participating in any of my make-alongs sends me a picture of the things they are making to that email as well. So, thank you to all of you who are new. I am so happy to have you. We hit 3,500. I do have a 3,500 subscriber giveaway. However, today is the day that I will pick a winner. So if you go over to that video and in parentheses somewhere in the title it says closed, that means I've already picked a winner. But I'd love to have you go ahead and leave a comment. I have enjoyed thoroughly reading everybody's comments. It's like I'm working stuff and doing stuff with you guys, and I love that. That's the whole reason for me doing this, is to interact with you guys and to share what I'm making and see what y'all are making. Okay, please hit the like button, please subscribe, and share me out if you would be so inclined, and that would be awesome. All of my links and the things, places where you can find me and the things that I'm doing will also be down in the description box. I'm into a lot of different things. We will do some updates on those other things towards the end. We'll be doing a little bit of a sit and crochet or knit with me while I talk you through what's coming up and what's going on with life and all of the things there, okay? So I hope you will join me all the way to the end. I'll do my best to put some timestamps in here for you guys. I have my books, which have my projects in them. This is working out amazing because I am now writing each project down as I start a project, as I finish a project, and then writing notes about all the stuff. So I really, really am loving this. And I think that I really enjoy doing it in two different books. So like the crochet in one and the knit in the other, that I'm really liking as well. Okay, now I'm going to show you my finishes and then we're going to open this package, okay? So, in my Gilmore bag from Knit for Brains Designs, Laura Brady. She has an Etsy store. She also has a podcast that she does with Karen Miller, and they're funny and they're fun and they do all kinds of different crafts, and I hope that you will go over and check them out, both Laura's and her Etsy and their YouTube channel. And in this bag I've got a bunch of stuff. Now I do have a whip in here, but I also have a finish. The whip, I was working on this hat. Now this is called Knot Knit Hat by Zelda and RJ3. We all know her and we love her. Z, my heart goes out to you at this time. I love you. Keep going, girl. You've done it before. You can do it again. You are stronger than you think. You can do it. So, the yarn I was using for that, and that's why the reason that one is taking me longer, is I've actually never worked with this. I have quite a bit of it over here on my yarn wall, and it is the Cozy Toes. This is a yarn bee. I got a bunch of these on sale. This yarn is a stretchy kind of material, you know, and for some reason I thought that with it being what I thought was a one weight in my brain when I started this was a one weight, and I was going to hold 3 together. That's what I'm doing. It's a 2. It's a little thicker than a 1, and it's stretchy. It's very soft and nice to work with. Feels good. But holding 3 together, yeah, it's taking a little longer than I thought. But I like the material that this is making. Now, I will leave a link. See how it stretches? But even though it stretches, it's kind of a heavy material. I think this is going to fit a kid. That's what I think. But we'll see. Now, for both of these, I've been using my J hook, which is a 6mm, my clover. I have been playing around with those other hooks that I bought, and I haven't really got a good grip on whether I like them or I don't like them. I mean, I don't dislike them, but I'm still working with them to see how I feel. So far, the clovers are winners. But we'll see. Right now it's clover, and then it's tulip, and then it's the waves, the Knit Pro waves. That was in my other video if you want to go back and see what I got. It was what I got for my Christmas. But this is the one I finished. Here's the top of it. This is the Knot Knit Beanie. And I will leave a link to the video tutorial that Z put up. Now, this yarn, my daughter Chelsea sent me this. And it is a sweet roll fruit. It's my first time using it. This is Premier. And of course, this one is called Watermelon. This is what I have left. Probably about half. Probably, maybe a little bit less than half. I love the pattern. I want to make a whole bunch of these. But I'm learning my gauge. I'm learning how many to cast on, chain up to get what I want. This one is really, I'm going to take my glasses off for a second. This one is really tight also, so I'm thinking that this is also a kid's version. And in her tutorial, I think that she's showing you a kid's version as well. This is what it looks like. It's really warm. The gauge that I got with the 4-weight yarn and a J hook is a really nice material, and it's not got a lot of this going in and out of these stitches the way you do. It's got a nice, there's no like holes. So this is going to be a warm hat with whatever you decide to make. I now want to make this in a hand-dyed yarn. I have a whole cubby over here full of hand-dyed worsted weight yarn that I want to try one of those with this hat. And it's a little short on me, which makes me think this is also going to be a child size. Both of these are child size. So now I want to do an adult size one for me. Now the other thing that I finished is 1/2 of the pashmina wrap that I am making, and this is based on the tutorial. She also has a free pattern on Ravelry, and it is from Pretty Peaceful. I will leave her YouTube where you can watch this. I have been binge watching her and I love her. Her name is Susan Kennedy, and she put this up using the Colorama Halo, and here it is. Let me, hi Bobby. So this is half of it, and I started down here in that white area and worked my way over to to the darker. And I've already started the other one. Now with on that one, I'm using an M, it's over there, an MN hook. 9mm, I believe. And this is the one I'm using for that. That's the Colorama, Caron Colorama Halo, perfect phasing. And this one is called Harbor Frost. Now you get, this is a 5 weight, 71% acrylic, 18% nylon, 11% polyester, and you get 481 yards or 440 meters put up in the cake. Okay, this is what I have left from the first half. So at first when I saw how little this was getting, I thought, oh, am I gonna do yard chicken? But trust the process, it'll work out just fine. She has a pattern for a blanket. Now this pattern, you do 30 rows. The blanket, she does like 40, somewhere around there. And she uses the same ones. But this to me doesn't look like I would get 40 with my gauge. I don't know. Someday maybe I'll try. Well, I'll tell you, I am going to try the blanket using a different color, but I will show you that when I start it and let you know how that goes. So there's that. Okay, you want to see what I got in the mail? I know y'all want to see. Let's put that over there and let me get something to open this with. Before I go on, I know y'all are wondering what it is I am wearing. So this is a cowl that I made last year. And I love it. It turned out so elegant and so beautiful. Now this is very special to me for several reasons. So it's actually about the size of like a cowl, but doubled in width. And I love both the smaller circumference for a cowl and then the larger, like doubled for like a scarf. I mean, I could, if I wanted to, when you double them like this, you can take it and you can double it around your neck as well. So like if you wanted to put this underneath your coat and stuff like that, it would look good. And also, the other reason that I did it this way was because I could also wear it as a snood. Aren't I cute? Thumbnail? So I love this. Now this is my own design. All I did was play around with some stitches. I did not do anything as a pattern. I just simply did some stitches and went on. The yarn that I used for this that you see here, this one is from Donna at Crystal Skies Hand Dyed. I used 2 different colors, that one and this one. Now you should see more white in this one. However, when I washed and blocked this, a little bit of the hand dyed, this is a hand dyed yarn here, a little bit of that came off onto the others. I'm not mad about it. I think it looks beautiful. And then I added a little bit of like a fuzzy yarn to this section right here. Now the yarn that I used, The one color was called Murder, She Wrote, and then the other one I have forgotten. I've just forgotten because I made this one during a time frame when I had gone up to go see my dad. And this was a year ago, September. So not last year in September, but a year from that, when he was having a lot of trouble. So there's a lot of the things that I made and did, I did not write down. Because I was busy and my mind was not there. Now the yarn, though, that I bought, and I bought it there in Colorado. Actually, I went to see Edie. If you know what I'm talking about, this is the yarn. And this is called Kiviot. This is a Kiviot sock yarn. The color is called Tiger Lily. This is 65% merino, 25% Kiviot, and 10% nylon. And this is a very expensive yarn. I would like to have more of the Kiviot, with more Kiviot in the blend, but I will tell you that this one it feels really, really nice. And this is actually, even though this is very, very expensive, I would say this is probably on the affordable end of this yarn. And the neat thing is, and Lala, I don't know if you're watching, but it is done, that this yarn is made in North Pole, Alaska. So Laura over Mad Mimi's Crochet and Farming and Jan, Alaska Crafted Jan, were talking about this the other night. So this is Arctic Kiviot, North Pole, Alaska. That's where this came from. But I purchased it at Woolly Works Knit Shop in Colorado Springs. Well, she's up in the Black Forest. So that's what I'm wearing, okay? And this is just this very, very much a luxury. This is all I have left of this. I think I used it to its potential, and I absolutely love it. It's very lightweight. It's very comfortable. It is warm. I have a fan going next to me over here because when I turn the lights on and everything in here, it's like, okay, now let's open the package. But I knew y'all were going to ask me, what are you wearing? So this package comes to me from Dawn at Loving Hands by Dawn. I will leave her channel down below. And I was at one of her lives, and it was one of those that she calls Gimme Gimme. I believe she calls it Gimme Mine. I think that's what it's called. And I did a Gimme Gimme Mine on this one. And I want you to know, I gave people a chance. I did not immediately go for it. But I didn't miss it either. Now, she put a lot of time and effort into packing this, and I want to give you all a little word about this because she's got all these beautiful stickers on here. These are a lot of fun. Lots and lots of fun. But you see how she taped it? So this is one of those mailing bags, but then she taped it. It's very important to do that. This is actually done properly with one of those bags. I have started doing this, not the entire bag, but especially on the corners of the bag, because when the postman goes to get it, they'll grab it in those corners and they'll tear it because they grab it and fling it. So it actually is really important to have. I'm going to have to get some scissors. So Dawn, you did good. It is harder to open. It takes a little bit of working with it so that you don't cut whatever is in here. So you do have to do that, but it can be done. You just have to go take your time. See, now I have released the Kraken. And I can see what I'm doing. I should be able. Okay. What's all of that? Dawn is a dyer of hand-dyed yarn. She is also a maker of clay art. She also crochets. I don't remember if she has dabbled in knitting yet. That I don't remember. Okay, got it. Happy Mail. I haven't found those little stickers. I'm going to have to look for those. Now, I bought something that she made. Well, I bought 1, 2, 4 different things that she made. I follow Knitty, of course, who is freehandly made AU, which is AU is for autism. And Dawn made these scarves for autism awareness. Look at that. It's got the puzzle pieces on it. I wanted to support Knitty and all of the others who are autistic. And I've not had time to make anything myself. So now I have a scarf where I can represent, not represent, but just support, as in support. That is very, very nice. It's really nice. It feels good. It feels really good. I do have a card here, so maybe I should read the card. Thank you for your order. It says, thanks. And I feel there's something else in here. There's her card. Hi, Bubby. Hi. You wanted to smell me? And I will leave her information down below. Thank you for your support and for your purchase of my handmade items. I truly had so much fun making all of it. I do put so much love and time into each item, hoping that the love passes through to the person it goes home to. Hope it brings a smile. Biggest hugs, Dawn. Well, here's my smile, so it worked. And then there's some stickers. Let's see what we got. Keep peace in your heart. Be positive no matter what. All I need is sunshine and salt water. We'd all like to be hanging out on a beach, wouldn't we? Better things are coming. I say that all the time. Especially when you're going through something. I always say that it means there's something really good coming. Life is tough, but so are you. I love it. And these have kind of a, like a sparkle to them. I've not seen that kind. Now, I do have these two. And the scarf. But then there's this. Are you ready for it? It's a Pooh Bear. Oh my gosh. Now I'm going to have to zoom in because my GoPro does not do justice to things up close unless I zoom in. So let me do that. There we go. Isn't he beautiful? He's on pots of honey. Now these are not hand painted. These are hand sculpted and glazed. This is all crafted from hand using clay. Oh, he's just beautiful. And then here is the hook. He is comfortable. You can actually use him to make something. I'll have to play around with that. This one is an inline hook, which is not my favorite. But to be honest, I didn't actually get him to use him. Although I did ask her during the live, I said, is it comfortable for both left and right-handed? And she said it was. And she's right. I'm left-handed and it's working for me. It's actually the way that she positioned him is nice. My hand fits on there really nice. Oh, he's beautiful, Dawn. Oh, I love him. Pooh Bear. I've been watching some Pooh Bear actually recently, and it amazes me, honestly, how wise Pooh Bear is. Pooh and... yeah. So, I love that. Okay, there is that. Now, here's the other two. And this is what I'm going to do. I will be doing a giveaway with these. And these are going to be a one for you and a one for me. Okay? Not today, but I am going to show you what they look like. So be looking. This is going to be a future giveaway. I have one running right now. I want to do this one for my 4,000 subscriber. Oh, this one says pretty things inside. Gorgeous. I got one open. Now I'll open the other one for you. Oh, and stitch markers. Look at that. So I have two of these. So it's going to be a one for you and one for me. Okay? Now let me tell you something about them. These are a 4-weight medium worsted weight, 85 grams, 3 ounces, 154 yards. This would take a size 8 knitting needle or a USI hook which would be 5.5 millimeter hook or a 5 millimeter knitting needle. 12 stitches in 15 rows. Hand wash, do not dry. Dawn Aaron, Loving Hands Creations, Creations Brought to Life. And now tell me what it is, because I forget. This is the Mardi Gras Party. It is 97% cotton and 3% metallic polyester. So it's hand-dyed cotton. Isn't that beautiful? Now let me show you. She put there's a stitch marker on both of these. So here's this one. It's a heart. Oh, beautiful. I love that. That's got like a very pretty blue bead in there. And then this one's the Tree of Life is what it looks like. Inside a glass bead. And there's a little butterfly. Oh, there's butterflies in there. And a little yellow bead. Oh, I love these. These are beautiful. Which one to give away? Later. That will be later. Dawn, they're gorgeous. They feel very nice. And they're very, very pretty. They do feel like cotton, but they feel very nice. And they're done very well. Cotton is not the easiest thing to hand dye. And she did a beautiful job on these. There aren't very many people out there who are hand dyeing the yarn, the cotton yarn. Let me give you another shot of her deal. Beautiful. Okay. I love it. Be watching for more on the giveaway of that. Time for a drink. Time for a coffee break. Oh. This one is Southern Pecan with French Vanilla Creamer. Now remember the hats that I have been making? This was the first one. It's the Garter Ridge knit hat, simple Garter Ridge knit hat. I have a pom-pom on this one. That one is done in Kobuk Valley, Lion Brand Heartland, my favorite. This one, I have two now that I did in this color, which is Kings Canyon. So two more done. And I still have this much yarn. So this is going to go into my scraps. I'm thinking I will make like a scrap version with, I think, because I still have some of the Kobuk Valley, I can make another one of those. And then maybe combine these with other colors. So that's a thought. Okay. I have been blocking some more squares. I'm using the new blocking board that I got. Love it. I'll show you the squares that I did on that one. And then this one, I put these on this one. These are squares that were given to me by Cindy. She is the knitting artisan. She has a podcast, and I will leave her link. I'm going to pull these off and show you what hers look like first. I should have changed the battery when we had the coffee break. So I don't know exactly what you saw. So I'm going to squish them together. You might see one of these twice. Okay. This was the first one I showed you. I'm actually going to put it on the back of here so it's a little easier for you to see this pattern. So this would be the back of this one. which is beautiful. But I believe this is meant to be the pattern. It's a leaf design. That's very pretty. And then this would be the back of this one. Triangles. But there's also, that might be like a candelabra kind of thing. And then here is the back of this one. Looks like arrows. And this one has like these little pearl bumps there too. Very nice. This is the back of this creamy white. And the front. Cables. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. But I saved those back because I want those in my blanket from Cindy. And I will leave her channel below for you, of course. Okay. And now I'm going to take these off of the blocking board and show you the next, excuse me, the next set of blocks. So we have this one. And then this white one. Don't they look great once they're blocked? This one. This one. This is the crocheted version. I believe this one is also Chelsea's. This is her crocheted. She was just learning how to crochet when she made those blocks. This one. Of course, they will all get a white border. Oh, I'm losing my pegs. Guess I could have done that, taking the pegs out first. Another one in this color. Moving the pegs this time because I think I'm going to pull them all out anyway. And then this one. So that is my next stack. Those will keep me busy for a little while because I'm still working on doing the other ones. The first set. I'm in the middle of doing this one, putting the white around this one. And I did the white around this one. Just the baubles. So I have several in here left to do. I'm using the waves on that one. And it's working great. It is the 5mm to do that. So I'm spending some time with that one. So that is that project. And if you don't know what that is in my, this bag is from Wynn Designs on Etsy. She is Scrap Craftastic. I'll talk about her again here in just a minute, but I love this because this is what my front yard looks like all the time. We always have about 1 million cats. But we need them. I had gotten these squares from all of you last year when I was doing a project and everyone sent squares. I had enough to make 2 complete blankets, full-size adult blankets, and these I have left over from what I saved back for myself to make a blanket for myself from you guys out of red, white, and blue squares. And that is that project. Now, here's the next one from Jane. Serbs is on the bone. But this is my girl bag, my beachy girls, pin-up girls. This is like Aloha, all of that stuff. This is a wonderful tote. So go check her out. And she is Jane Wynn Designs on Etsy. But she's doing a Tunisian Tuesday with a lot of other people. And I've not singled it out to do the Tunisian Tuesdays because I can't really trust myself that I'm going to put the video out every Tuesday. So I'm just going to bring you along with my progress. But I'm absolutely loving doing the Tunisian. I'm using my mother's metal Tunisian hook. This was my mom's. It's a boy, and it is a J. I'm using Caron Jumbo Ombre. The Jumbo Ombres are my favorite Caron. And this one is called Faded Jeans. And last week, because I haven't done this week's yet, but last week we learned 2 new stitches. The first of which was the purl bump right here. And then this one is a lace stitch because it comes out looking a little bit lacy. It is the extended single crochet. So now I have learned 3 stitches, and this is going to be a little baby blanket that I will give to Warm Up America. I will send it off to Warm Up America. That's how that's looking. So yeah, I'm really loving the Tunisian. I think the next thing I want to do after this is to learn how to do it in the round, so maybe make a hat. It's kind of where my mind is going with the Tunisian. So there is that one. Now I'm looking in my books. I have not done any work on my Pure Joy by Joji Locatelli. I just haven't sat down and worked on that. I worked a little bit on my mitts, but not much that really it would show. Okay, I do want to show you, I am doing a make-along for after we get done with the Floozie sweater. And I want it to be called the 52 Pickup Mal. Make along because it could be either crochet or knit. So if you wanted to make a long scarf in crochet with your scraps, you could do that. You could just chain 52 or chain 53 so that you wind up with 52 stitches on your scarf. Or you can do like I'm doing, and I cast on 52 stitches, and I'm making a simple garter ridge scarf. So let me grab that and I'll show you my progress. I don't know if there's really actually any real progress on this, but I really wanted to bring it up because I don't know that anyone realizes I'm actually doing the make along, because I've not actually had a whole lot of traction on this. But I always like to have something for us to work on Friday nights when we do Stitch and Crime. So that's where I'm coming at with this project and this make along. And if you would like to do that, you will email me your make, whatever it is, at this email, fiberflooziecrafts@gmail.com. I'll show you where I'm at with mine. Here it is. I've done a little bit right here. I added in that pink color, and then right now I've got it in here. I'm doing the sienna again. But that is all I'm doing, just on a size 10, a US size 10 knitting needle, which would be, I can't read the dang thing. I can't tell you how many millimeters that is. 6. I think that's a 6mm on a 24-inch cord. 24 inches from one end to the other, not the cord itself. So, yeah, that's where I am with that. I'm using just these yarns right now, and then as I go along, depending on how long I make it, then I'm going to add some other things in. Like, this is the yarn I used for the inside of that cowl. It's the Red Heart brushed. I'm going to add that in somewhere. I have this brown that is a cotton, and I will add that in at some point, so I have a solid brown in there. And I still have the Tweed Indeed, the Feels Like Butter. I have this one, which must be merino, and then I'm going to add in this one, which is a Red Heart Lion brand Heartland. The heart got me. Glacier. I believe it's Glacier Valley, maybe. I do know my Heartland colors, but that one has escaped my brain today. So that is the 52 pickup mount. I really hope that you guys will join me for this. If you do, again, just email your progress pictures to me so that I can see how you're doing on that, okay? And the hashtag for that is hashtag 52 pickup mal. It's a good way to use your scraps. And the last thing that I'm going to show you, here is the other half of the pashmina wrap that I have started. But what I really wanted to tell you about that is that I have cut open this Ogo, because, and it's funny, when I got into my closet, I realized that I have bought nearly the same colors when I bought the cakes, the phasing cakes, as I did in the Ogo. Because I bought the exact same color of that cake I used in the Ogo. And these are the bands that come off of it. They're on two different sides of it. This is my first time using an Ogo. Right now it looks like a pupae to me. Like a little wormy pupae. Or a big one. But I don't know how I feel about it yet. I haven't had a single bit of trouble with this. This yarn is a little bit on the silkier, fuzzier, softer side. I don't know how I would feel about, I've not used the Red Heart Ogo, so I don't have any idea, any reference for that one. But so far I'm okay with this Ogo. So I will let you know how that goes. I imagine I will finish that one in the next couple of days because it's very addictive, that corner to corner. Okay, I think that is everything I have as far as what I've worked on, what I finished, all the yada yadas. Let me check my crochet ship book and make sure that I've told you everything. I need to finish that cape. Okay, let me grab something to work on and I'll give you a little bit of life update and then we'll be done, okay? Hold on. I think I'm just going to go ahead and work on this while I talk to y'all. So tomorrow, Tuesday, what is tomorrow? I don't even know what day it is, but tomorrow I go to the doctor and I will, that's my follow-up from my sinus surgery. Been doing great. However, last week, for some reason, I wound up having a 4-day migraine. And I thought, what's gone wrong? I was doing so good. And I didn't know what may have gone wrong because I was feeling fantastic. And my sinuses were doing great. And I was not having any problem at all. And then this headache hit me. Last Tuesday, I took Dad to his appointment at the pulmonologist. He's going to the same office where I go. And then we did some errands. Went to Walmart. No, we didn't go to Walmart. But we did some errands. And came back. And that evening I had a headache. And I thought, oh, okay. Maybe I just stressed out. So that started, and then the next morning I got up. I wound up taking one of my Imitrex or sumatriptan. The next morning I got up and I thought, it'll be gone. I'll go to bed. It'll all be okay. The next morning, Wednesday, I had it again. I took another sumatriptan and I said, goodness, this one doesn't want to go away. Felt better throughout the day, was functional. Got up Thursday morning, headache was back. Friday morning, headache was back. So I wound up calling my doctor. Now my doctor is a medical / chiropractor, and he gives me adjustments. So I asked to see him and to get an adjustment. And I told him what was going on, and he said, oh, it's classic migraine. And he says, come sit over here. And he felt my neck on both sides and in my shoulders, and he said, yeah, I can see right where it's at. And I said, okay. So he did an adjustment. And of course, by the time I got there in the afternoon, I had taken a sumatriptan and it was not hurting so bad. Got up Saturday morning, gone. No more headache. And he thinks what happened was because of my surgery, I was having to sleep elevated. So whatever I was doing with my pillows was causing my issue with my neck. And he thinks, and that's typical. They're always on my right side. So, and they're usually what we call ocular, right? So it comes up and it's into this right eye. And my neck is always tight when I have them. So that's probably what gets them going. And having an adjustment it helps. I remember the first adjustment I ever had, and I was having the migraines 3 and 4 times a month. Yeah. And I was just miserable and tired and never knew whether I was going to get up and have a migraine or have a full regular normal day and we were fighting it from every direction. We were fighting it from the hormonal direction, whether it was because of my hysterectomy. We were fighting it from stress and strain. We were thinking maybe it was because I was a hairdresser and there was a lot of chemicals and hairspray. Maybe I should, having trouble with the hairspray was the problem. Got my first adjustment and it dropped. My migraines dropped like down to 1 or 2 every 6 months. Right after the adjustment, they dropped that much. Amazing. So there's that, and doing great now. So I just felt like I got kind of behind though, because I lost 4 days of being miserable last week. So I felt so behind. And I was behind with Dad too, because Dad has now got several people coming in and I haven't met any of them. Although one of them, who is his caregiver, and she said that she knows me and that I have done her nails. And I'm pretty sure I know who she is. I want to go and say hello to her at some point. But he does have a caregiver coming in. He has a nurse coming in. And he has a home health person who comes in, gives him his bath, his shower, helps him in the shower once a week to make sure that he gets a shower every week, just in case, because, you know, if you have a bad week if you're not doing well and you have a bad week, you may not get a shower. So she comes every week to give him a shower. And he's also still doing physical therapy. So he's got a couple more weeks left of physical therapy. And he's doing great. The pulmonologist told him he doesn't have to do the breathing treatments 3 times a day like he was. He's supposed to use his rescue inhaler. He has COPD, and he's still smoking. We're not going to be able to get him to stop smoking. He has slowed down, but yeah, he's not going to stop. I know this. He knows this. The doctors know this. If they don't, they're sure going to figure it out pretty quick. That's his life. I'm not going to stop him from running his own life. He's actually moved around more since he's been here than he did when he was up there. So he's doing really well. He's still got things that we're doing to his property. We're still going to do some more improvements on the property, and he has been in charge of that. He has the phone numbers and all of the people to talk to about it, and he's coordinating that, and he's been quite busy, y'all. Quite busy. He says it's getting out of hand. So, but he's good. He's good. So what else is going on? Trying to think if there's anything else I want to tell y'all. Okay, I do want to ask you to go over and subscribe. If you are interested in true crime, I would love it if you would go and subscribe to the channel that I have with my friend TJ. He was on my channel a couple weeks ago on a Friday. We've been doing an audio podcast together on Spotify and Apple, and the links to those are down below. And we're now starting a YouTube channel for the podcast as well, where we're going to be doing some lives. We're going to be on live discussing cases, and we're working on getting all set up for that. He needed some equipment in order to do that, and we're just working on some little things for the channel. So I would like you, it's the Nitty Gritty Justice is our podcast. That's our channel, our YouTube channel, and we'd love to have you. We need as much interaction as we can, just like YouTube, to get people out there. I have been visiting lots and lots of lives and lots of channels and trying to get caught up on what's going on in our community, our Yarny community. So you'll be seeing me there. I've been all over the place trying to get caught up, because another thing I wanted to talk to you guys about, and that was because I had all of this congestion in my head. I feel like I was sort of out of it for a while. I was spending all the energy I had in getting ready for my dad to come and move here. And quite frankly, I was a little cranky. I feel like my head is cleared. I feel like I can talk. I'm talking better. I feel that I'm getting my words out better. But I feel like my mind has cleared a little, and I'm going to try and do my best to be a part of our Yarny community. I just didn't have the energy before. If any of you feel like, well, she hasn't been to my channel, haven't seen her, I don't know what's going on, I just wasn't going anywhere because I didn't have the energy. I didn't have the energy to watch, to partake in anything. all of my energy was surviving here with how I was feeling, getting up and I had vertigo, and I had headaches, I had all the stuffiness, all of that going on, taking medicines to try to get through that, not knowing what I had. I would have an upset stomach. You never knew how I was going to feel that morning. And then on top of that, I was coordinating all of the stuff for my dad from this end. It was a lot. I was doing the best I could and still trying to put out as much content as I could. And I think I did a damn good job for having felt as bad as I did. So I hope for you guys that if you are struggling, that you find some way to cope. You know, I feel like what Z says, yarn is life. So, yeah. I hope you will check out some of the people that I have talked about. I hope you'll come back. I hope you enjoyed this. If you forgot to hit the like button, please do that for me. It helps tremendously. Please leave me a comment. Let me know what you're working on. Let me know what you are, how, little something. I just like to know what's going on and interacting with you guys. And the next video you see should be the video where I pick the winner for the 3,500 subscriber giveaway. Okay? All right, y'all. I love y'all. I hope you have a wonderful day. Have fun today. Bye, everybody. You want to say anything, bud? Okay. It's that kind of day. It's kind of sprinkling and drizzly out there. It's that kind of day. All right. Bye, everybody.